So let's get stuck into this. And if you're here, you are here because you've checked out that free lesson on my YouTube channel where we took a 16th note fill, that 2-bar fill, and I mentioned in that we were just going to solely focus on, make sure we're recording here. Yeah, we're in business. Focus on that second, so the second bar within those 2 fills. So we're just going to take this one. I'm sure you remember it, I'm sure you've worked with it, and you're at a point now where you've internalized that and you've started to move it around the drums a little bit. So let's start there. We're just going to look at different options of how we can utilize this to our advantage, and just some things that I do personally to get creative with this. So one thing, and the obvious thing, we were just doing it, is moving it around all that right hand around all of the different toms, sometimes hitting the snare, but now we've internalized the pattern, so we're going to be pretty comfortable at doing this. So if I play it at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like so, okay, really cool, and a lot of fun to do that, and you can see how much of an effect that actually has. Sounds super complex, but isn't really, because we have that pattern internalized. Another thing you can do is, don't forget to use your cymbals. Use your cymbals as you would toms. And sometimes what that can do, it can mess with your head a little bit in terms of the sound, but you got to stay focused and just keep that pattern going. It's the same pattern. We're not changing anything, but we're just getting creative. So let me give you an example of that. And what I'll do is I'll play this a bit slower and I'll slowly speed it up. That's really cool, right? There's an idea just there, just between my stack cymbal and my floor tom down here, and just going between, picking those 2 voices and going between them with my right hand. Sounds really cool. Again, pattern hasn't changed. Da 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 da. Really cool, super fast. Right? So moving on, another thing you can do is definitely use this within the context of a groove. So now what I'd probably do here, just to beef that up a bit, is adding extra bass drums where all those hi-hats are. So right, and then what I do, if I got that idea, I was working with it for a bit, and I did do this. In fact, now that I remember, I had that going for a bit, and then I was like, okay, well, I can play that over here on with my right hand on my ride cymbal, and then keep that pulse as I was doing, playing the 8th notes with my left foot. So try it on the bell. just thought of it here, completely random, is moving my left up hand over onto a tom maybe and doing the same thing. Again, this is all about being creative. You could use that as your, you know, little rhythm that repeats, and then use that within the context of a solo. Right? What you could also do is use the hi-hat and get that barking sound out of it. You know the one, right? So again, you already, if you've worked the groove, just open those hi-hats. Needs another one there. I'm trying to fit it in. There it is. You could take a more washy approach with that. You know, you could forget about your left foot and play it super fast and have that approach maybe with a stack cymbal or a ride cymbal. Ah! All right, so tons of fun. I hope you took something from this. It's really cool actually to do lessons like this where I don't have to have the notation on screen, etc., because I have already done that work and the foundation is already there. So here we can just get super creative, let loose, and come up with some really cool ideas. And folks, please, if you're working on this stuff and you want to even email me just a video, you know, you can email stephenwhelandrums@gmail.com of you coming up with your own ideas and doing something really cool. And we can definitely work back and forth with that stuff and help each other on this journey together and coming up with some really cool ideas. So I will see you over on my YouTube channel or back here. I'm going to try upload as much content here as much as I possibly can for all you that are supporting me here on Patreon. And take care, have a wonderful day, and happy drumming, everyone. See you all soon.